Hey, in today's video we are going to talk about the difference between a product manager and a product designer. So what are both doing and what are the differences between the roles? A product manager is going to be the person that actually looks into what are the problems that users have and understanding those problems very deeply and then actually trying to find out what are the solutions that a company could build in order to solve those problems. A product manager typically is going to concentrate on creating a vision for a product. What is this product going to achieve? Then it's going to build also a strategy on how to actually get there. What are the key points for me and for my team and for us as a company that we had to tackle in order to get this problem solved? This is what your strategy is going to answer. And then in most of the cases, product managers are going to also work a lot in the execution part with the teams, explaining what they are trying to achieve, explaining how they are trying to build that solution for those users' problems. Also, they have to identify very well what are the different customer personas that they are going to solve the problem for. So many times, the same product can tackle different personas. But the personas are usually having very different needs. So it's very important that you, as a product manager, are able to understand those personas and understand the product that you're building is going to affect to the different personas and how they are going to perceive it and what are their needs. A product designer, on the other hand, is actually going to look into how to actually implement typically that problem and solution that the product manager has defined, and see how is this going to be implemented in the best way for the users. So typically they're going to concentrate a lot more into who are the user personas, into understanding what is the actual problem, understanding what are their needs of these users and how do they use other products and how does this new product potentially fit on their workflow. Product designers also are going to care a lot about how it looks and how it works. So how do people actually interact with the product and how they make it usable and actually easy and enjoyable to use your products. When we look at the main differences between a product manager and a product designer, the product manager is going to look and concentrate more on the why and what is being done. So what is the problem, what is the vision of a product, and what is the solution that you're bringing to your customers. Whereas the product designer is going to concentrate much more on the how it is done and how it is actually used and perceived by the users. So the product designer is going to concentrate much more in that second phase on understanding the customers and actually bringing the best solutions for them. And now the confusion comes. If you're in a small organization, most likely as a product manager, you're probably taking both roles to a certain degree. You might have somebody that actually specializes in UX or in UI design, but most of the cases, it might be that it's only you as a product manager that is going to take this role. When you go to bigger organizations, typically you are going to have both roles. And there's going to be a much more clear split on the task and the responsibilities, where you as a product manager would concentrate more on the long term, on the roadmap, on the vision, on the strategy of the product, or you as a product designer will concentrate more on identifying those user cases, identifying how they are working, and identifying how are you going to actually solve in practice those problems that they are having. So what about you? Are you a product manager? Are you a product designer? Are you a little bit of both? What is your role? We'd love to see your comments, so please comment below. And as always, I will see you in the next week. Stay safe.